Alright, hello again everyone. Michael here with Felicity, November 8033 Foxtrot, a Cessna flight training device that I built here at home. Um, Been a couple days since we've been able to fly. We had a scheduling conflict last night, but we just have a few hours developed this evening, and there's coincidentally a VATSIM event going on right here in my home state of Ohio that we're going to take advantage of. Um, what to do in Ohio? Leave. But in our case, we're not going to be leaving. We are going to be flying from my home airport out, and we're going to be heading south to John Glenn International, CMH. And from there, we'll proceed south down to Claremont County in Batavia, Ohio, Sporties. Um, it is a new airport that I've been working on, so I just loaded it up. So that may be our final destination, or we may head to CBG down to Cincinnati. All kind of up in the air right now. I was hoping to be able to knock out the I-5 on Pilot Edge this evening. Just study-wise, I don't think I'm quite there yet. Still want to take some time to study up on that, but we are going to take, like I said, we are going to take advantage of this VATSIM event going on this evening here. And our first our towered field CMH is going to be actually controlled by another member of the Virtual USA Flying Club. So it should be a fun flight. Just kind of laid back, relaxing. Probably going to be on Unicom. We might grab a flight following from center. Just kind of up in the air, depending on what fields we decide to hit. We are going to be flying the Peterson Katmai that I've been developing for Explain 12. Did a little bit of tweaking since our initial flight, so this will be kind of the second cross-country flight with the Katmai. I'm really kind of looking forward to see how she flies. So I think without any further ado, we'll go ahead and head to the aircraft, and we'll check our fuel and weight and balance, and we'll go ahead and take off from Morrill County and head on south. The aircraft's not too far, it's just right around the corner, and I'll see you over there in just a minute. Alright. Sugar Dunkerton, hello. welcome, buddy. You just happen to be catching some VFR right here in our home state of Ohio with a VATSIM event. Things to do in Ohio is actually the name of the event. Um, we don't really have much of a dedicated flight plan. Like I said, we're just going to kind of make it up as we go. We're going to take off from Morrow County, probably head south. Um, um, my final destination, I'm hoping to get down to Claremont County, Sporties. It's an airport I've been working on for X-Plane 12. It's just about finished, but it is loaded up in here, ready for us to come into this evening. I did wind the clock back to give us some daytime VFR. We do have the new Global Forest version 2 on top of our ortho, so that does give us a new X-Plane 12 trees that will sway in the wind and flow based on the wind. So it should be fun. Like I said, we are going to be connected to the VATSIM network. We'll be making our traffic calls on Unicom, possibly grabbing flight following from center once we get to our longest leg. But we're just kind of forgive the pun, but play it as we go here. Let's check our fuel while we are right here on the ground at Morrow County. Again, we are going to be in our Peterson King Katmai 182 aircraft. I've been developing here for X-Plane 12. Let's see if I can give you a good view of it here. Tell you what, our lighting is not that great. Give me just a second. So as you can see, we do have a pair of front-mounted canards just behind the essentially the prop wash there, and they do respond with elevator input. So as I pull back on the elevator, the rear elevator goes up, the front canards go down, and vice versa. It is designed for STOL, short takeoff and landing. I do have the Arc and STOL event coming up next weekend with the Pilot Club, so that's why I've been working on this aircraft. It is what I'm going to be flying for that event next weekend. So, alright, let's go ahead and get things going here. We were going to go ahead and check our fuel, weight balance and fuel, customized. Alright, I've got you and I, and our baggage gives us a total weight of 2632, and our gross weight is 3100 in our Katmai here. Almost 6 hours of flight time, 5 hours and 49 minutes. Now if we do go ahead and fill up both wings, we will go ahead and grab up to 7 hours of flight time, giving us a total weight of almost 2,700 pounds. Let's go ahead and fill up both wings. I do want to see how it does with both wings fully fueled. 2,700 pounds, 7 hours of flight time. We do have real world weather in effect. We'll go ahead and apply these changes. Alright, I think we're ready to go ahead and get started up here. Make sure we do have our appropriate checklist, and alright, we do have the appropriate checklist.
Weight and balance, fuel, we already discussed. Flight plan, we're essentially going to be VFR. For now, I'm going to go ahead and file a VFR flight plan on the VATSIM network to CMH, which is going to be our first class Charlie. Our Cat Maya is an aircraft type 182 for the ICAO. We are a slant Gulf. Departure for Indian Niner. WestJet, hello buddy. Sorry, no worries. Wasn't much of a briefing. We are going to take part in a local VATSIM event. Things to Do in Ohio is actually the name of the event. Off block time, we'll just say we'll just say 0025. Altitude 3,000 feet for our intensive purposes this evening. Figure airspeed of 140. And let's go 120. Arrival CMH. That's going to need to be KCMH. Not going to worry about an alternate. And route time, we are going to make a couple stops along the way, so we'll just say maybe 45 minutes or so. Fuel endurance. We did have, what did we say, close to 5.5 hours of fuel. No, we had closer to 7 hours of fuel. Route detail is going to be VFR. Post 797. Welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow. Felicity and I are both happy to have you on board here. Remarks, we're just going to go ahead and put thank you. Actually, we'll put okay. And our VFR flight plan looks good there. Let's get started up. Seat track, let's get scooted up here so I can reach the flight controls. Alright, we've got up on the right, down on the left, down on the left, up on the right. Passenger brief, we just kind of went over things VFR, southbound out of Morrow County for Indian Niner, X-Plane 12, ortho photos with the new Global Forest version 2. So we do have the new X-Plane 12 trees on top of our ortho. Global Forest version 2 is available on the X-Plane store. It is payware. We'll see if it's worth it. Alright. Start up seat track, we got that. AVI links are off. Autopilot is off. Throttle, let's go ahead and get that quarter. Mixtures full lane. Brakes are on. Clear prop. Clear on the left. Let's clear on the right, clear in front. Okay. Master's going on. Beacon's going on. And let's go ahead and get that mixture into rich now. Clear. Max to start. We do have engine rotation. And oil pressure is in the green. Gonna hang out here for a little bit for our oil temperature to come up. Let's turn our landing light on for safety and go ahead and get our avionics on.
Direct near ramp.
And get Unicom up on COM 1. WestJet, thank you so much. I do greatly appreciate your tip there. Thank you. Means a lot. Okay. Our Hobbs time is 9:08.4. Attack time is 8.6. Let's grab some weather. Through the magic of simulation, we are going to go ahead and grab the local weather station, which is about 20 miles west of here. Normally we couldn't do that on the ground due to the lack of line of sight on the VHF radio. However, through the magic of simulation, I'm just going to pull up that frequency, push this button here, and then bring that
Municipal weather.
up.
Wind 210 degrees at 11 knots. Visibility more than 10 miles. Sky conditions broken at 5,100. Temperature 19. Dew point 8. Altimeter 2987. Automated weather observation. Marion Municipal weather. Wind 210 degrees at 11 knots. Visibility more than 10 miles. Sky conditions broken at 5,100. Temperature 19. Dew point 8. Altimeter 2987.
9087. And that does match my field elevation here at Morrow County. Our winds were 210 at 11. What I like to do is on the ground here, I like to set my heading bug to the wind direction, provided that I'm not IFR. And that gives me a visual indicator on my takeoff roll. And while I'm here, I go ahead and set my heading indicator to compass. So based on the winds, we are going to take runway 28 out of here. But we do have quite a bit of traffic here in Central Ohio for this VATSIM event. That's really kind of cool. Okay. Alright, we've got our oil temperature has come up. We've got our weather, we've got our compass set. Heading indicator, I think we're ready to taxi. Brakes will test on the go, as well as our attitude indicator and our turn coordinator. Let's go ahead and turn our parking brake off.
Caution, too slow.
We're parking brake as well. Okay, brake test.
Caution,
Brakes are good.
too slow.
Right. Morrow County traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot is taxiing runway 28, Morrow County. So, with the addition of the, looks like X-Plane 12 trees on top of the ortho, I'm gonna have to do some minor adjustments to some graphics real quick to increase our FPS. Which is odd unless something is running in the background that shouldn't be. Give me just a quick second while I scroll through my task manager here. Make sure there's nothing going on that shouldn't be going on. Okay. Let me drop this down to a low LOD and we'll see what happens here real quick. So granted we are running on a brand new RTX 3090, I am still bottlenecked up by my old i5. So there are some drawbacks still. Once this reloads, we'll go ahead and reconnect back to VATSIM. Provided we can maintain over 20 FPS, that's what we need to maintain connection. We were right about 20. So yeah, these new X-Plane 12 trees look great, swaying in the wind, but they still seem to be pretty CPU intensive. Granted, the 11 trees were just a still static object, so I'm sure there's quite a bit more computating required. But as I said, scenery-wise, we are using Ortho Photos XP. Ortho for XP and SimHeaven, and now the new Global Trees version 2. Let's just ascend just a little bit here. Alright, we'll see how this does. That's the other thing I noticed is that my X-Pilot client is taking about 3 to 4 FPS just by being connected and running. Well, that's still not going to get us where we need to be. Why is that? So our pilot client is 3 to 4 FPS frames per second. Well, let's see if we get rid of some of these clouds. Let's see what clouds are doing. That certainly didn't help either. All right. Vegetation density. Unfortunately, if I can't maintain over 20 FPS, we're not going to be able to maintain a flight on VATSIM. So we'll drop the vegetation density down and see if those trees are affecting anything. And again, I do apologize as we work out some of these bugs here on this new global forest scenery. CP usage, when I looked at it last time, I think it was right around 80%. But we'll double check that here in just a second. Yeah, that didn't do it either. Let me just see something here. Okay, so nothing changed in process lasso since last time. Still giving X-plane high priority there. And if we go into our X-plane program settings in NVIDIA, maximum performance, nothing changed there. So global forest do kind of seem to give an FPS impact. And then, well, this is on the second restart. We'll go ahead and see what happens here when it loads back in. most recent beta update, I don't know, it seems like it lost some performance. I think it's beta 4 now. But it just asked me to update last night. So I don't know if something changed in the beta that is also causing a FPS hit. Let's see here. Let me see what happens when I clear these clouds out completely. Yeah, still right around 20. Let's see, data output, frame rate. CPU usage is at 40%. GPU usage is at 3%. Only getting 20 FPS across the board, something's not right. Well, let's see what we can do. What's just gonna happen is it's gonna kick us off of VATSIM because our FPS dropped too low. But we are connected currently. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Alright, so let's see what we can do. Park and brake off.
Caution, too slow.
Yeah, the only thing I can attribute the, I mean, I probably, yeah, X-Plane is not running in real time. Minimum frame rate hasn't been achieved.
Approaching runway 28. Caution, too slow.
Morrow County traffic, Katmai 8033 Foxtrot is taking runway 28, gonna be making a straight out departure to Morrow County. Okay, facing into the wind, run up checklist, brakes are on, fuel. Let's get that on the boat there. Okay, flight controls, up on the left, down, up on the right, down on the left, down on the left, up on the right. Elevator, rudder, both fuel responsive. And 1800, here we go.
Caution, too slow.
Left mag, there's my drop.
Caution, too slow.
Right mag, there's my drop.
Caution, too slow. Caution,
Okay. Oil temperature, oil pressure both in the green, got good fuel flow, manifold pressure is good. Let's go ahead and idle back. Strobes going on. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of that FPS counter real quick. I just wanted to confirm that it's the same as my Lua FPS counter, and it is. Okay, here we go. More kind of traffic, Skyhawk, correction, Katmai 8033 Foxtrot, taking 28, straight out departure, Morrow County.
Entered runway 28, 3,400 feet remaining.
Full power. Wind correction. Rudder for center. Or as center as I can hold it. Alright, our airspeed's coming alive. Neutral and rotate. Positive climb rate. Let's climb out at VY here, about 70 knots or so. And then I'm gonna go ahead and make a heading of 240, which should take me directly to my place, which is a local grass strip that I want to hit real quick. That's 3 Oscar Hotel 7. Although I will say the new trees do look really good over top of the ortho. I did try MSFS multi-monitor support on the beta. I have it, and it was absolutely horrible. My FPS, I think it was 8 across the board, and that was at total minimum settings. Even crashed the sim computer a couple of times. I have not tried it since they actually released the service update 10 yet. I haven't updated it, tried it yet. It is on my list of things to do. Not quite a priority just yet. Alright, again we are in our Katmai, so we're gonna try some really kind of short field landings, short field takeoffs here. Flaps 2. Alright. You know, I might have made note of this last time I flew in here. I'm gonna have to put some exclusion zones. My place traffic at my 8033 Foxtrot back taxi 24 in my place. We've definitely got some ex-heaven, ex-America, ex-world America showing through here. We did just put a RTX 3090 in here. We just installed it like a week ago. But our CPU is a bit old for that architecture, I guess. So yeah, it definitely must be the trees, because on the ground we're back down to about 22 FPS, and we were up in the air away from the 3D trees. We were back up to 30 where we are regularly at. So again, with the addition of the new Global Force version 2, it really brings the X-Plane 12 trees to life on top of Ortho. But for me, it's also at the expense of FPS, just trying to render them all. I still think it's worth it just to, worth the payware just to have the tree information available.
Caution. Too slow.
Flaps 10. Okay. My place traffic, got my 8033 Foxtrot taking runway 24 in my place. And we have flaps 10. We're going to try a short field takeoff here. Brakes on, full power. Brakes off. Rudder. Pull back.
Checking. Caution. Too slow.
Alright, let's fly ground effect for a little bit, get some airspeed up. What other games do I play? Essentially this is it for me. It's a dedicated flight simulator. I'm not much of a, I don't know what the good nomenclature is, a gamer per se. But it is a dedicated flight simulator. Alright, next stop is Packer 5 Echo 9er. We're gonna head over there. And then once we depart from Packer, we'll probably do a full stop and taxi back just so we can taxi through the trees there. Once we depart out of Packer, then we'll probably head south towards CMH, and then from there we'll head further south towards Batavia, Claremont County. I'm going to go ahead and get Indy Center on standby. As we will be talking to Indy Center once we depart out of Packer. Packer traffic, Catmai 8033 Foxtrot, 6 miles to the east, going to be making a straight in, runway 27, full stop, Packer. Yeah, well, so FPS right now is back up at 30. So it seems like the closer we get to the ground, closer we get to those trees, the more the FPS drops. So to sum it all up, when I was using the X-Plane 11 tree definitions on top of my ortho here in X-Plane 12, FPS was great. When I'm using the new X-Plane 12 trees on top of my ortho here in X-Plane 12, my FPS is down, which really just tells me I need to go buy a faster CPU. And once we make our stop here, I am going to have to step out of the cockpit for just a moment. Do have the A field in sight. Packer traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot is 2 miles to the east, straight in, runway 274, stop, Packer. So the theory behind the Katmai is to be able to come in kind of low and slow and still have a decent kind of nose-up attitude. But again, it is a plane that I'm developing, so I really don't know if I have it accurate because I've never actually flown the Katmai. Best thing I can hope for is a decent stall speed and a decent nose-up attitude. Flaps too. So it does appear that I am a bit high coming up through here, but that's fine.
Check AOA. Caution, too slow.
And again, it looks like I'm probably going to have to put some exclusion zones in here as well. It looks like I do have some ex-America that's coming up over top of my beautiful airport scenery. But again, I also designed all of these airports for X-Plane 11, so I'm sure a lot of the footprints have changed for the autogen for some heaven. Alright, let's go ahead and clear this runway here. Packer traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot, clear at 28, taxiing back, Packer. So it looks like winds, we do still have some winds. Unless the winds change to the north now. Looks like that sock is blowing. Okay. Tell you what, let's hang out here for just a second. I need to step out just real quick. I'm gonna set the parking brake. I'm going to leave the engine running. I do know to exit the aircraft and walk that way instead of that way. And I will be right back. Alright, I do apologize about that momentary delay there. Let's go ahead and tell you what, one of the things I wanted to do, I did not do. It is getting to be a bit warm here in the cabin. And we'll go ahead and get Bubba back up here. Get the knee board back on. Alright, I think we're ready to go now. Break off. Packer traffic. Catmy 8033 Foxtrot. Back taxi 27 Packer. So the taxiway back to the 27 threshold at Packer doesn't actually go all the way back. There's a little bit that you do have to back taxi. Packer traffic at my 8033 Foxtrot, taking runway 27, left downwind, left crosswind departure Packer. Crosswind, left crosswind, that way. Alright. Full power. Rudder for center. Put some wind correction in there. Airspeed's alive, neutral, and rotate. Huh, that's weird. The FPS was still up at 30. It was up at 30 on the ground. I wonder if something was running in the background.
Delta 474, contact Indy Center now 128.22, Sam. 4822, Delta 474, after.
Indy Center, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Great, 033 Foxtrot, Indy Center.
Good evening. We're Catmy type 182, about 3 miles south of 5 Echo 9er. Direct to CMH, looking for VFR flight following 2,000 feet.
Great, 033 Foxtrot, contact Columbus approach 125.905.
Overture approach 125.905, November 8033 Foxtrot. Thank you. So we had an approach come online since I looked at the frequencies. Columbus approach, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Foxtrot.
Good evening, we're type Katmai 182, about 4 miles south of 5 Echo Niner, direct to CMH at 2,000 feet. We'd like vehicle replay following.
And Skylane 33 Foxtrot, reset transponder squawk 7304.
7304, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Skylane 33 Foxtrot, radar contact 2,200, climbing 3,500.
I am climbing 3,500. Was that an instruction? I didn't file 3,500. We'll go ahead and climb 3,500, November 8033 Foxtrot. That was odd. Like on VFR, I didn't. What? He is in control of the airspace. We'll go ahead and climb up 3,500. We're just gonna go ahead and put CMH in here, just for some situational awareness. And we just lost our connection to VATSIM for some reason. Our FPS dropped out. What is going on? Wolf07, welcome and thank you for the follow. We're not running in real time. Why is that? Why is that? Still not running in real time. And what is going on with this new update here? Well, we'll try one last thing here. I mean, I shouldn't have to do this. STW222, yes, that is my plan. I am making my way there if I can maintain a stable FPS. Yeah, something happened just between beta 4 and the beta before that with X-Plane 12. I'm not sure why, but it seemed like my performance is just completely, I don't say completely, but it definitely downgraded.
Attention all aircraft. Port Columbus International altimeter 2992.
Not running in real time.
Skylane 33 Foxtrot, where will you be parking today, sir?
Well, we apologize about our disconnection and our late check-in again. We would go ahead and like NetJets, Skylane 033 Foxtrot. Oh. Yeah. Disconnected again. What the heck? Yeah, X-Pilot is... Yes, Stu, I did see that, and congratulations. Yeah, I definitely seem to be having problems with... Yeah. I don't understand here. Original Godspeed. I've been have non-stop issues with crashes on smart cars and X-Plane 12 crashing. I don't know if we're gonna be stable or not. We'll see here. Columbus approach November 8033 Foxtrot. We apologize again about our random disconnection. We are back with you 3,500.
Skylane 33 Foxtrot, not a problem, sir. Got a TFR on the west side of the airport. Suggest heading 110 to avoid.
We'll go ahead and fly 110 November 8033 Foxtrot.
Cathay 812, field is your 9 o'clock, 3 miles, report to field in sight.
Clear code for Cathay 12.
Cathay 812, cleared visual approach runway 28 left.
Visual approach for 28 left for Cathay 12.
Alright, heading 110.
Caution, TFR ahead.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Cathay 812, contact.
Well, unfortunately, I think the recent beta broke my X-plane 12. Alright. I am going to send a message real quick to Columbus approach 125.95. Alright. So just say. Alright. So that way he's just not looking for me randomly in the air. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's just quit out of here. Alright, I think what we'll do is we're just gonna go ahead and completely restart the system. Actually, let's go into X Organizer real quick here. Just take a look at things. There's no reason why. Yeah, there's no reason why our FPS should have been that low. None whatsoever. Let me restart things here. Alright. So here's what we're going to do first. We're going to go into explain. We're going to load up at Delaware, which is essentially kind of the closest field from where we were, where we're running into our FPS issues. So we're going to load in at DLZ with just on our first restart, and we'll see what our FPS is. If it's still subpar, we'll go and we'll disable the new Global Force version 2. Okay, new flight. We'll go to Delaware Municipal. And this initial loading always takes what seems like quite a while. I do want to thank everyone for coming in and hanging out with me while we work through some of these additional bugs now. My apologies that we ran into this issue. We should have been at CMH by now.
Please check your quarantine scripts folder.
Alright, 22. That's on a fresh restart. So what's going on here? Let's go. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted X organizer. I wonder if I should disable. Let's see. Global. Let's disable the Global Force version 1. Maybe I'm getting too doubling up of Global Force. So let's disable that. Because I didn't have these issues until I installed Global Force version 2. And Global Force version 1 was from X-Plane 11. So I'm wondering if by having them both in there, I was doubling up on my forced. Slow back in here, Delaware, and see what happens. And while that's loading, I will be right back again. And it looks like we're just about loaded in there. We are looking, hopefully, for an increase in FPS by
Please check your quarantine scripts
disabling
folder.
that other. What sort of quarantine scripts are there? Keep saying that. Okay. So we are still only 22. Alright. We're gonna try one more thing here real quick. What I'm gonna do is disable the new version 2 trees. And re-enable my extreme trees east and west from X-Plane 11 and see what that does there. And thank you for the follow there, Worobial. I appreciate that. Okay, we added that in there. Let's do that. Go back here under. Let's see. Okay, east and west, and let's disable that. So what I just did is I disabled the new version 2 global force and brought back the static force. And if we get back our 30 FPS, then we know that that's going to be our issue. I wonder what that TFR is right there. There must be a game going on. The TFR was right there at the Ohio State University Stadium. So I don't know if there's a game going on or whatnot for there to be a TFR currently. So if we get back in here and if our FPS is back up at 30, then we know that it's our trees, our 3D trees, that is hindering our FPS. And it looks like we're just about loaded up in here. That didn't seem to notice much of an improvement either. Playing Wisconsin. Alright, well. Alright, well, we'll give that a shot. See what that does for us. Yeah, Xpilot, my pilot client. So as soon as I connect to VATSIM, what's the worst is going to happen? It's going to disconnect us again. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Alright, I'm gonna expedite through my startup checklist here. Master on, beacon on, throttle quarter, full rich. Clear prop, looks clear on the left, looks clear on the right. And max to start. We do have engine rotation, oil pressure's in the green, we'll turn our landing light on for safety and turn our avionics on. Let's get back over to Unicom.
Jamaica 344 reaching 6,000 at Maltz, is that alright with our descent?
Number 340.
Parking brake off. Metro Pilot Man, thank you. And Sounder AU, thank you. Welcome aboard. Metro Pilot Man, thank you for the follow. WestJet, appreciate it, buddy. Always a pleasure. Thanks for modding for me this evening. And you have yourself a good one, and we will catch you later. What is Delaware's ATIS here? 119.025. Let's see if we can grab that.
Two.
Check AOA. Caution.
119.025.
Automated weather observation. Delaware municipal weather. Wind calm. Visibility more than 10 miles. Sky clear. Temperature 13. dew point minus 13. Altimeter 29092.
Let's go ahead and pull our real weather in. Two niner.
Automated weather observation. Delaware municipal weather. Wind light and variable. Visibility more than 10 miles. Sky clear. Temperature 15. Dew point 10. Altimeter 29086.
9086, that does match our field elevation here at Delaware. Let's go ahead and reset our heading indicator to our compass. It looks about good. Sound of AU, I appreciate that. It's been a long project in the
Automated
making.
weather observation. Delaware.
Winds were light and variable, so we can go ahead and take runway 28. Delaware County traffic, Capmy 8033 Foxtrot, taxiing to runway 28 Delaware. Well, stay on that center line. Winds were light and variable. Let's just go ahead and do a quick mag check real quick. Brakes are on. Fuel. Alright, 1800. Here we go. Left mag, there's our drop. Right mag, there's our drop. Alright. Everything was in the green. Let's go ahead and idle back. And our field elevation looks good. Our altimeter is good. Plenty of fuel. I think we're ready to go ahead and go. Delaware traffic, Capmy 8033 Foxtrot, taking runway 28, left crosswind departure to the south, Delaware.
Approaching runway
Mr. Herb's
28.
going on. Grab that center line, winds are light and variable, no need for correction, full of power. Let's hold the rudder for center. Alright, our airspeed's coming along, to rotate,
Check AO.
positive rate. I can already tell you that I do enjoy flying the Capmy already. We'll get up to about 1,600 feet. We'll make our crosswind turn. Delaware County traffic at my 8033 Foxtrot, turning left crosswind 28 Delaware. Okay. And Delaware County traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot, departing the area to the south, last call, Delaware.
American 2380, radar contact, climb, maintain 1010,000. Right up to 1010,000, American 2380, thanks.
And Columbus approach, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Skyline 8033 Foxtrot.
Type Skylane 182, about 2 miles south of Delta Lima Zulu, 2,500, climbing 3,500, direct CMH, looking for flight following.
Skyline 33 Foxtrot, squawk 7304.
Squawk 7304, 8033 Foxtrot.
Bonanza 5 Delta Mike, turn right heading 250. Right heading 250, back up right. Skylane 33 Foxtrot, radar contact 3,500.
Not quite, but I'm getting there. $2,500, probably what he meant. No worries. I knew where I was at. He knew where I was at. It's all good. Hawker 125, hello sir. How are you, buddy?
SS 64 uniform. Resume pilot nav. Maintain VFR. Monitor this frequency for advisory. VFR, not this frequency. Efficient vehicle.
And these clouds are gonna hurt me.
Departure, efficient with, still restricted to 1,500 or altitude unrestricted.
Walker, our day has been pretty decent.
Citation 64 uniform, maintain appropriate VFR altitude.
We started our flight with the new Global Force version 2 for X-Plane 12. It worked for putting the new trees on top of the ortho, but it really hit my FPS.
Bonanza 5, Delta Mike, make straight in runway 28 left. Straight in runway 28 left to 5 Delta Mike.
Is it worth getting? I think it is, just to be able to have the accurate placement of the trees and the new trees. Like I said, my caveat.
Airway 6641.
You know,
leave me out there.
My caveat is I've just got an old processor, Now, if I had a newer processor that would be able to keep up with the RTX 3090, it wouldn't be that big of an issue. So yeah, absolutely, I think it's worth the payware to be able to have that placement.
Number 2380, contact Indy Center 119.55. Good night.
And have the new trees on top of the ortho.
Roger, if you have an instruction for Spearwing 6641. Spearwing 6641, trying to get someone over in Cleveland to pick up your tag. I'll get you over to them. Okay. And Cleveland approach, November 609 Tango Lima with you, 4000.
Cleveland approach, it should be Columbus approach.
And Piper 609 Tango Lima Columbus approach, 4000, welcome aboard. Spearwing 6641, contact Cleveland Center now, 128.625. 128.62, Spearwing 6641, sir.
We're going to steer clear of that TFR.
Approachment is 5 Delta Mike, does have the field to say.
Bonanza 5 Delta
See if we can't get the ATIS at CMH.
Contact tower now, 132.7.
Alright, tower 132.7, Bonanza 5 Delta Mike, thanks.
CMH ATIS 118.000.
Skylane 33 Foxtrot, enter right downwind, runway 28 right.
Enter the right downwind for 28 right, November 8033 Foxtrot. One 18.000.
Arrow 9er Lima, or Tango Lima, where's your parking tonight, sir?
Heading over to the GA ramp.
Be lane, aviation, or signature?
Signature, please.
Copy, signature. You can expect runway 28 left.
Copy that, runway 28 left for 9er Tango Lima.
Skylane 33 Foxtrot, contact tower 132.7.
Over to tower 132.7, Skylane 8033 Foxtrot. Thank you for your service. Good day. Columbus Tower, November 8033 Foxtrot is 6.5 miles northwest to land with local weather.
Skylane 8033 Foxtrot, Columbus Tower, how you doing? Enter the right pattern for runway 28 right.
We'll be on the right downwind for runway 28 right, November 233 Foxtrot.
Caution, TFR ahead.
TFR ahead. What client do I use to get the VFR map connected to my sim? I am using 4Flight, and 4Flight connects directly to X-Plane 12 without any additional client involved. Pattern altitude at CMA is going to be about 1,800 feet. We have been told to enter the right downwind for 28 right. Dorothy, welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow. Alright, so I'm going to be about 1,800 feet before I get into this right downwind. I guess I'm still on my 45. So let's go ahead and just get down there to 1,800. Then when I am in a GA aircraft, and I am in the right pattern of 28 right, I will go ahead and use Interstate I-670 here as my downwind reference point. There we are at pattern altitude. Let's go ahead and put some power back in there so we can maintain this altitude.
Port Columbus International Airport, native information, India 01510.
X-Plane 12 on GA in a real sim like this, easy follow. Alright, well I do appreciate that.
There's a 5 Delta Mike, exit right label, contact ground to 121.9.
Off the next right and ground point there, 5 Delta Mike, thank you.
Exec Jet 79 Columbus Tower, do you have my frequency?
Alright, we're about on our 45.
That's a no. Skylane Tree Foxtrot, wind 140 at 5. Runway 28 right, clear to land.
28 right, clear to land, November 233 Foxtrot. The wind's at 140. I'm surprised they haven't flipped this airport yet. Flaps 10. Alright, so going to be getting a bit of a tailwind on our landing here.
Columbus Tower, section 79er, holding point Foxtrot 1, runway 28 right, ready to go. Executive 79er, Columbus Tower, remain holding short to landing traffic. Landing position, 79, thank you.
Give me flaps 2. Is there a Skylane for X-Plane 12? I have a Skylane for X-Plane 12. It is a Katmai, Peterson King Katmai that I developed for X-Plane 12. So it is sort of a Skylane. For VATSIM purposes, it is a Type Charlie 182. But as far as I know for payload or endure, you know, what's out there, I don't know of any currently. So once we exit off of the runway here, we'll get you a view of the Katmai 182.
Check AOA. Caution, too slow.
So remember, the beautiful part about our Katmai is that low nose pitch attitude for landing. I do need to still do some work on the landing gear restraints though. Plus we have that tailwind coming in.
Skyline 33 Foxtrot, exit right when able. Contact ground to 121.9.
Exit right, ground to point 9, Skylane 8033 Foxtrot. Alright, so we're Foxtrot 2.
Fly runway heading, wind 140 at 5, runway 28 right at Foxtrot 1, clear for takeoff. Stand by.
But it is much harder to taxi in 12 than it is 11.
Air 221, contact Columbus Tower at 1232.7, have a good flight. Someone big shift.
Columbus ground, November 8033 Foxtrot, off of 28 right, holding short at Foxtrot 2. We would like to taxi back to the active for VFR departure to the west.
River 8033 Foxtrot, stand by. Internet 79, are you still on frequency? Okay, November 8033 Foxtrot, stand by. Your clearance's request is behind 1, so you're number 2, stand by.
Alright, well, while we're waiting here for our taxi clearance, I'm assuming we're waiting for our taxi clearance, we're not waiting for an IFR clearance or anything like that. Suppose I can go ahead and file a new flight plan.
Gordo 76, Columbus ground. And they're going to go ahead for Gordo 76. Gordo 76, what we're going to do is I'm going to modify your flight plan for the initial VFR since you're doing pattern work. You will be given IFR clearance at the end of your pattern work. You'll coordinate that with towers, okay? So stand by, I'll have your clearance shortly. All right, Roger, yep, that sounds great. Thanks for the help. November 8033 Foxtrot, I haven't forgotten about you. I want to give you clearance as soon as I complete this.
No worries, Abgas is free, November 8033 Foxtrot. Hey, so we're gonna go to India 69er, I-69er, India 69er. Sporty's, Claremont County, Sporty's Pilot Shop. It is a new airport that I've been developing for X-Plane 12. So while we're waiting here, let's go ahead and check out the Cat mic. So as you can see, it does have a pair of front-mounted canards that do respond. They do respond with the elevator.
The 76, I have your clearance advised ready to copy.
So that is our bird that we're flying today.
76, pattern work is approved. Excuse me, squawk 7310. All right, 7310, Gordo 76. Okay, Gordo 76, just also maintain VFR at or below 4,500, unless instructed by tower. Push and starts at your discretion. Contact me, ready for taxi, short of Charlie 1, expect runway 28 left for departure. Right, maintain VFR at or below 4,500, call for taxi, short of Charlie 1 and 28 left, Gordo 76. Okay, November 8033 Foxtrot, thank you for your patience. So I just want to be clear, are you looking for VFR pattern work or just VFR departure?
We're VFR departure to the west, and if I can organize flight following with you, we're going to be direct to India 69er, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Confirm, it's India 69er 33 Foxtrot, correct?
Affirmative.
Yeah, stand by.
Columbus ground, Mooney, November 26 Alpha Hotel at Lake Aviation. Request taxi for southwest departure to Cincinnati, VFR.
November 26 Alpha Hotel, stand by request. I'll be right back with you.
Still, we are waiting on our taxi clearance.
26 Alpha Hotel.
Back to the active. We are in contact with ground right now. I'm trying to coordinate flight following with ground to our final destination.
November 8033 Foxtrot, have your clearance advised, ready to copy.
What do I need to copy? What? Columbus ground, November 8033 Foxtrot. We're VFR, but we're ready to take down any clearance you might have.
8033 Foxtrot, VFR departure to the west is approved. Maintain initial VFR at or below 2,500. Departure frequency is going to be 125.905, squawk 7304.
VFR departure to the west approved at or below 2,500. Departure 125.905, squawk 7304, November 8033 Foxtrot.
033 Foxtrot, the readback is correct. Current Columbus altimeter is 2986. Runway 28 right, taxi via Foxtrot. Foxtrot 1.
9906, 28 right via Foxtrot 1, November 8033 Foxtrot. Right, 9906, 28 right. We're parking brake off. This is Foxtrot. Directly ahead of us. Well, this is Foxtrot that we're getting ready to turn right to. And Foxtrot 1 is going to be down here. All the way down here at the end. WestJet, welcome back, buddy. We're on the ground at CMH, getting ready to head to Sporty's I-6.
43 Foxtrot, contact Columbus Tower at the end, 132.7, have a good flight.
We'll contact Tower at the end, and thank you for your service, November 8033 Foxtrot.
For your patience, have a good night.
Thanks, you too. Keep up the great work.
Thank you. November 26 Alpha Hotel, back with you. Can you state your request again, please?
So,
Sure, 26 Alpha Hotel, request VFR departure, southwest to Cincinnati.
VATSIM likes for you to wait for the handoff to Tower.
November 26 Alpha Hotel, do you know your navigation equipment on board? Are you slant Gulf?
Yeah, VATSIM likes for you to wait to hand off to Tower. Pilot.
Sorry, what do you want to know about my equipment?
Pilot
Your
Edge.
equipment, are you slant Gulf or slant Alpha?
It's more real world. They expect you to contact Tower when you get to the,
I'm slant Gulf. Let me see. Are you asking if I can do mode C?
That's correct.
Caution, too slow.
Columbus Tower, November 8033 Foxtrot is holding short, 28 right at Foxtrot 1, ready to go.
Skyline 8033 Foxtrot, welcome back to Columbus Tower. Wind 140 at 5, fly runway heading. Runway 28 right at Foxtrot 1, cleared for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, 28 right at Foxtrot 1, clear for takeoff, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Approaching runway 28 right.
Strobes are on.
Entered runway 28 right.
We are runway heading and are below
6,800 feet remaining.
2,500. Departure is 125.905. Let's get that on standby. Alright. Here we go. Full power. Weather for center. Remember, we still have that tailwind. They haven't flipped the airport yet. Airspeed's up. Let's go.
Caution, TFR ahead.
Alright, gonna climb out the PY right on 80.
Skyline 33 Foxtrot, contact departure.
over to departure. Thank you for your service and have a great evening, sir.
I'll see you on your back next time.
Alright. Columbus departure, Katmai 8033 Foxtrot, 2000, climbing 2,500.
Skylane 33 Foxtrot radar contact. Turn left, heading 180.
Left heading 180, November 8033 Foxtrot. Alright, direct to Sporties, Batavia, Claremont County, I-69er. And for those of you that have just joined us, we just departed out of CMH. Our final destination is going to be Claremont County, India 69, I-69er. We are going to be having some flight following coverage en route from CMH. Here with Columbus approach right now, we're Columbus departure.
Skylane 33 Foxtrot, right turn on course.
Right turn on course, 8033 Foxtrot.
And Skylane 33 Foxtrot. Westbound travel, even altitudes plus 500. You're like 4,500.
And we'll take 4,500, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Skylane 53 Foxtrot, copy. Skylane 33 Foxtrot, climb, pilot's discretion.
Climb pilot's discretion, Skylane 8033 Foxtrot.
Skylane 33 Foxtrot, recycle transponder squawk 7313.
7313, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Sorry, American 9869 earlier, did you say descend via the C-Bus 2 or proceed via the C-Bus 2?
Descend via the C-Bus 2.
Okay, American 9869, sorry, I heard it as proceed via, descend via the C-Bus 2, runway 28, American 9869.
Alright, let's get up to 4,500, it's going to be our cruise altitude.
Tango Lima, turn left heading 180.
Left turn 180, 9 Tango Lima.
9869 traffic is your, off your left nose, 900 miles, 4,000, a Piper Arrow, heading 180.
4,500, let's go ahead and level off here. It's going to be our cruise altitude.
At 4,000.
We are about 75 miles away from Claremont County, making a ground speed of 121, indicating about 110. I do want to thank everyone for coming in and hanging out, flying with us for a little bit. If you're new here, please feel free to go ahead and follow our channel so you can catch the next one. I'm going to lean out that mixture just a little bit.
Columbus departure, Mooney, November 26 Alpha Hotel out of Columbus, VFR bound for Cincinnati.
Mooney 26 Alpha Hotel, radar contact. Turn left heading 180.
Turning left 180, 26 Alpha Hotel.
Alright, cruise.
That was 6624.
Cruise checklist, what do we have? Power, mixture, instruments. Everything looking good. Oil temp, oil pressure's in the grain, good fuel flow.
Southwest 6624, Columbus approach, thank you for Juliet. You can expect the ILS 28 left approach.
ILS 28 left for Southwest 6624.
Tango Lima, turn right heading 230.
Right turn heading 230, 9er Tango Lima.
Tell you what, I want to check something real quick.
American 9869, descend to maintain 3000.
3000, American 9869.
wait a minute. I just thought about something. When we were departing out of my home area in my home ortho tile, I use a pretty high zoom level, and everything else is a lower zoom level. And I realized as we were flying that once we got out of my home tile that we had a drastic increase in FPS. So I just want to see something. I'm going to reload some scenery here and see if our tile had anything to do with our initial FPS problems. And yeah, so just by so I went ahead and re-increased my graphics settings, and we're back up to where we were. So I may have to redo my ortho in my home tile at a zoom level of 17 instead of 18 or 19. Grandpa Herb, welcome aboard Felicity. Thank you for the follow.
Contact Tower 132.7, good night.
132.7, American 9869.
Mooney 6 Alpha Hotel, right turn on
Oh,
course.
what happened here?
Right turn on course, 26 Alpha Hotel.
Whoa, we just totally crashed and I don't even know what happened. Forward on the elevator. Oh, nope. What happened there? What do we do? Getting some sort of... Yeah, I have no idea what happened there and or why we just completely fell out of the sky like that.
Arrow 9 Tango Lima, send to maintain 3,000.
Down to 3,000 for 9 Tango Lima.
Caution, check AO.
Oh sure, plenty of room to take back off
Too
though.
slow.
Let's see here. Let's just go ahead and fix all of these systems just in case. Did that, apply those changes. Okay, expedite this startup real quick. Master on, beacon on. Clear props, clear on the left, clear on the right, make sure they're rich. Max to start. Okay. Doesn't look like all of our systems got fixed here. Let's see here. There we go. Yep, I have no idea why we fell out of the sky. I have no idea what happened there. Landing light on, strobes going on. Tell you what. I'll be right back. Parking brake is on.
Lima, turn left heading 180.
Left turn heading 180, Niner Tango Lima.
Southwest 6624, descend to maintain 3000.
3000 for Southwest 6624.
Alright, where are we at? Where did we even fall out of the sky at? Can we... We're at Darbydale. We fell right over top of Darbydale. Well, yeah, if we're gonna fall somewhere out of the sky randomly, we may as well fall right over another grass strip. Okay. Parking brake off. How we looking over here? Got a body of water over there. Looks like about as good a spot as any. Flaps 10, full power. We're in a bush plane, it's fine.
Check A caution. Too slow.
Flaps up.
Arrow 9 Tango Lima, turn right heading 280.
Right turn heading 280, Niner Tango Lima.
And Niner Tango Lima, traffic is going to be sure 1 to 2 o'clock. 3,500, a Boeing 738 on approach for runway 28 left.
Traffic in sight, Niner Tango Lima.
Arrow 9 Tango Lima, follow that traffic. Cleared visual approach for runway 28 left.
Cleared visual, runway 28 left, Niner Tango Lima.
Southwest 6624. Disregard. Fly heading 310.
310, watch everything with the,
Two Romeo Whiskey radar contact, climb maintain.
I'm going to get back up to my assigned altitude of 4,500 before I recall Columbus approach.
ILS runway 28 left approach, maintain 3,000 till established.
clear for the LS 28 left, and I will take 3,000 to the established for Southwest 6624.
Southwest 6624, you can contact tower 132.7, good night.
Columbus departure, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Skylane 33 Foxtrot.
We've just recovered from an avionics failure. My apologies if we've missed a call. We've also lost our transponder, November 8033 Foxtrot.
No calls, been watching. Transponder 7313.
7313, November 8033 Foxtrot, direct India 69er, 4000, climbing 4500.
Lotus 2 Romeo Whiskey, right turn on course.
Right turn on course, Romeo Whiskey. Southwest 624, back with you, Mr. Coach. Heading 281 at 3000.
Southwest 6624, maintain 3000, turn left heading 180.
Left heading 180, 3000 for Southwest 664.
Okay. Situational awareness. Where are we at? Where are we going? Alright, we're going to Sporties, India 69er. We are on a heading of about 240, which is about where we need to be. Go there direct. And altitude about 4,500.
Tango Lima, contact tower 132.7, have a safe flight in.
Over tower on 132.7, Tango Lima, thanks for your service.
Close approach, Canadian Sky 46512, 7000, and we're visual traffic off our 1 o'clock. Skyhawk 46512, copy, welcome aboard, copy the traffic. Skyhawk 512, where are you parking at tonight, sir? Lane or signature? Signature, please. Copy signature.
Okay.
Skyhawk 512, advise you have Juliet on board. Copy, we'll get Juliet now and let you know.
I don't know if approach is going to hold on to us for the duration or if we're going to get handed off to Indy Center. I imagine we'll get handed off to Indy Center at some point.
Approach Skyhawk Copy, Juliet. Thank you. Expect runway 280 left. 280 left. Go on, 5. Moon E6 Alpha Hotel, contact Columbus approach 118.425. Good night.
Switching to Columbus approach 118.425. Good evening.
Skyline 33 Foxtrot, Washington Courthouse, altimeter 2988.
9088, 33 Foxtrot.
Grand First, good evening. Go to 76, climbing to 3.345.
Agora 76, climb maintain 1010,000.
10,000, going to 76.
Skylane 33 Foxtrot, contact Columbus approach 118.425. Have a great flight.
Columbus approach 118.425, 33 Foxtrot. Thank you for your scoopers. Good evening. Columbus approach, November 8033 Foxtrot, level 4,500.
Number 8033 Foxtrot, Columbus approach, the Wilmington altimeter 2988.
9088, 33 Foxtrot.
Hello, Natalia on this frequency.
44 miles out of Claremont County.
26 Alpha Hotel, Columbus approach, the Wilmington altimeter 2988. Roger, 26 Alpha Hotel.
And we may have time to depart out of Claremont County and head over to Cincinnati. Charlie Victor Golf. But I do want to see my airport in X-Plane 12 and see how it looks on the approach. I design it and I've seen it from the ground, but I haven't actually flown into it yet, so I'm kind of excited to see how it looks. Alright, making a ground speed right now about 130, indicating 120. We still must be getting a bit of a push. Air flight, hello. X-Plane 12 out of the box has been pretty good so far. We've slowly been adding our add-ons. X-Plane 12 with Ortho seems to be working alright, and then with the new Global Forest version 2, seems to be working alright. If you don't have, too high of an Ortho zoom level. But overall, I think X-Plane, I haven't had any major issues with X-Plane 12, so. I did hear that the new service update 10 came out for Flight Simulator, so at some point I'll update that, and we'll try that in multi-monitor. It's on my list of things to do. But I mean, out of the box, I don't have any complaints with X-Plane 12. You start adding a bunch of add-ons to it, that especially the ones that aren't ready for it, then you can run into some issues. .34 miles away. Runway choices for the paved runway at Claremont County is 04 and 22. There is a shorter grass strip that they use for their STOL aircraft and their ultralights. That's probably the one we'll try and take on our landing. It runs parallel with the paved strip, sort of northwest of it. But it is quite a bit shorter. Yeah, we should be able to make that hop over to Cincinnati. Let's take a look at this Bravo ring here. Alright, so we need to be under 5,000. Okay. Claremont County's just outside that shelf, I forgot. But once we take back off, we'll need to be under 5,000.
8033 Foxtrot. Traffic off your 2 to 3 o'clock in about 8 miles is a Mooney in the same direction at 3,600. Let me know if you have that traffic.
Alright, we'll look for the traffic. November 8033 Foxtrot. 8 miles. Not gonna see that guy 8 miles away. Nope. Yeah, I'm not gonna see if we get a visual on that traffic. 1,000 feet below, 8 miles away. He's not even.
426 Alpha Hotel contact.
Not even gonna be a factor now.
Approach 123.875. Heard it.
Switching to Cincy approach 123.875. Thank you and good evening. Alpha Hotel.
I do want to thank everyone for coming in and hanging out as we make our way from central Ohio down to southern Ohio for the Things to Do in Ohio event on VATSIM.
3033 Foxtrot, just wondering, do you still not have that traffic off your right wing?
Negative, we don't have a visual on that traffic. November 8033 Foxtrot.
33 Foxtrot, rudder.
We're 20 miles out. Will probably release us in about 10 miles or so.
8033 Foxtrot, contact Cincinnati approach 123.875. Record line.
Destination AWAS is 127.275.
Cincinnati approach 123.80. November 8033 Foxtrot. Thank you for your service. Good day.
875.
Cincinnati approach 123.875. November 8033 Foxtrot. Thank you.
Good 215. They'll get you to the center.
Okay, 215, and we'll do the visual for 18761. Approach, good evening from the air, 4249, 11.5 for 11.
Yep, commuter 4249. Why don't you give me a 360? Well, now, somebody else coming behind you. Go ahead and go right turn 360. Descend, maintain 8,000.
360, 8,000, commuter 4249.
Cincinnati approach, November 8033 Foxtrot, level 4500, sorry for the late check-in.
Yeah, 33 Foxtrot, why don't you give me a hold pattern right where you're at there for a few minutes?
Okay, we'll go ahead and enter a hold pattern, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Gordo 076, descend and maintain 4,000, left turn heading 270.
Heading 270, 4,000, Gordo 76.
Walker 380, you got the airfield sight?
Affirmative, airfield site. We're doing the visual for 18 center.
I hope this guy...
18 center, you are cleared for the approach. 18 center, Walker 380.
Crew visual approach 18 center, Walker 380.
And 380, you can contact the tower. Thanks for your help, Captain. Sorry about that on 118.3.
Over to tower, Walker 3, thanks. Cincinnati approach, Walker 2267, descending for tide with 11,000. Be back to the field.
Yep, Walker 2267, right turn heading 360, descend and maintain 9,000. Break. Delta 604, right turn heading 210.
Heading 210, Delta 604.
And Delta 60, disregard.
Do you want me to maintain any specific speeds, Delta 604?
Delta 604, can you accept 18 center?
You can do 18 center, Delta 604.
Delta 604, Delta 604, heading 200.
Heading 200, Delta 604.
Cincinnati approach, November 8033 Foxtrot. Did you still need me to hold here in the air?
That's affirmative, Captain, just for a few more minutes while I straighten this out here.
Wilco 8033 Foxtrot.
Gordo 076, can you accept 18 center?
Paper, we do 18 center, Gordo 76.
Gordo 076, give me a left turn heading 205.
I'm turning 205, Gordo 76.
4249, left turn heading 270, descend maintain 4,000.
270, 4,000, for be there, 42.
We'll do another one.
8364 uniform, left turn heading 270. If you're heading, showing heading 270, give me 20 degrees to the left.
20 degrees left.
8033 Foxtrot, thank you for your help. As you're coming out of your next turn, you can head it heading 270. You can expect 18 left visual.
Claremont County, India 69er does not have a 18 left, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Oh, I thought you said you were coming to Cincy.
No, I was just checking in with you for vehicle under VFR flight following.
Yeah, go ahead and continue your right, continuing own navigation. for your help. You cleared out some area for me.
Maintain old navigation. Are you able to accept flight following?
Not at this time.
Alright, resume old navigation, and we'll go ahead and squawk VFR and over the Unicom, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Cincinnati approaches Delta 802, I'm going to do 11,000.
Delta 1892, 270, heading.
I'll fly 270, landing at
We got 360 heading, I'm approaching Dayton.
Alright, so he must be pretty busy. He's not going to be able to accommodate our flight following into Batavia, that's fine.
Delta 604, contact tower 118.3. 118.3.
Kurt, you told me to fly heading for 270 for Delta 802, correct?
Affirmative.
Okay, which runway can I expect tonight?
Right now you're going to expect the center. Main center.
Alright, so we're 14 miles northeast. We'll make our first traffic call. We're about 10 miles or so. That is the one caveat with VATSIM. IFR, which always takes precedence over VFR, at least in my experience. Like I said, the approach controller automatically assumed I was coming to Cincinnati. I'm not sure why. So either Columbus approach didn't hand over the correct information to Cincinnati, or it was just an assumption. Claremont County traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot, 10 miles northeast. We're going to be making a midfield crossover to join the left downwind runway 22, Claremont County. So after we land here, it is probably going to be our last one. I was going to fly to Cincinnati, but from the sounds of it, doesn't look like there's going to be any way that I'm going to be able to get in there with a little GA aircraft. we're gonna hang out here about 3,000 feet or so till we get a little bit closer to the field. Alright, 2,500. Claremont County traffic, 8033 Foxtrot is about 5 miles northeast of the field, gonna be crossing over midfield to join the left downwind 2 to Claremont County. I do have the field in sight. Maybe respond to this guy real quick. Alright, so the controller, I apologize that he wasn't able to get me in right away, but he's going to get us into CVG, into Cincinnati, once we depart here out of Claremont County. So here's what I'm going to do, and I shouldn't do this, I really shouldn't do this, but we're going to get kind of low, get down low here. We're going to fly ground effect kind of down along. I'm just going to kind of overfly it. Just so I can see how it all looks. This one will be hitting the X-Plane Scenery Gateway shortly. It's got a couple more things to finish up on it. And as we approach the 2-2 end, first thing we're going to have is a bunch of real T hangars and some private hangars here. These are all privately owned hangar homes, actually. Here on the grounds at Sporties. Or Claremont County, I should say. The Tri-State Warbird Museum is just right here off to our right.
Check AOA. Caution. Too slow.
And here is Sporties Pilot Shop. Alright, I'm gonna spin right around, do a 180, and we'll do a quick touch and go on 2-2, and we'll go ahead and take back off. Alright, we are flaps 2 currently, so we're good there. I know I said I wanted to do the grass runway, but that's fine. It's just right over there.
Caution. Too slow.
Flaps up, full power. Hold that rudder. Claremont County traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot, airborne off of 22, departing the area to the southwest, Claremont County.
Sorry, I thought I was turning the heading knob, I was turning the speed knob, and that's the problem, so. I hear you, Captain.
About 20 miles to Cincinnati, northern Kentucky. Cincinnati approach, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Oh, November 8033 Foxtrot. Cincinnati approach.
We are about 3 miles southwest of I-69er, type 182, currently 2,500, direct Charlie Victor Golf, and we'd like to land November 8033 Foxtrot.
Absolutely, Captain. Go ahead, keep on that heading right now, and then I'm going to turn you north for a downwind, okay?
We'll maintain this heading. We'll expect a downwind approach, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Yeah, Walker 267, looks like you went through the localizer. Yeah, you didn't clear me. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, I thought I had done that when I came from Zed, but my apologies. Give me a right turn, heading 360. Get you downwind and I'll turn you again.
Right turn.
17 miles away, ground speed of 110. We're almost out of fuel. We lost a lot during our, when we fell out of the sky there, and I never actually refueled us. But we do have enough to make it to Cincinnati, I hope.
You're just a little too far out right now, so I got you on a heading to intercept the localizer, okay?
Okay, sorry, normally it does it this far out, but never mind, sorry, it's down here.
In Walker 2267, right turn heading 270.
Right turn.
And you can send and maintain 3000. Walker 2267. November 26 Alpha Hotel, right turn heading 270. .803 Fox 3 Foxtrot, right turn heading 360.
Right turn heading 360, November 803 Foxtrot.
And 2267, you can continue that turn to 150. And 2267, you are clear for the ILS approach, 18 center. Delta 1892, you pick up the localizer yet?
Yes, I have. I think the localizer for 18 center.
1892, you're 9 miles from Nerve. Maintain 4,000 till establish on the localizer. Cleared ILS 18 left, 18 center approach.
Maintain 4,000 till establish. Cleared on the ILS 18 center approach. Thank you for helping me, by the way.
Walker 2267, thanks for your help, Captain. Contact the tower 118.3.
My perfect, great job tonight.
Cincinnati approach, Delta 1466, 5200 for 6,000.
Delta 1466, good evening, radar contact, climb maintain 1313,000.
Climb maintain 1313,000, Delta 1466.
November 26 Alpha Hotel, descend and maintain 3,000. And November 26 Alpha Hotel, I'm not getting any voice back. I just hear buzzing. Alpha Hotel, same thing, just buzzing. Delta 1466, you're going to be leaving my airspace to the north and descenders offline. You can climb and maintain flight level 250. Radar services are terminated. Frequency change approved.
Climb maintain flight level 250, frequency change approved, Delta 1466. See ya, thank you for all the help.
November 26 Alpha Hotel, left turn heading 245. Foxtrot, left turn heading 270.
Left turn heading 270, 8033 Foxtrot.
November 26 Alpha Hotel, you're 7 miles from the airport. Airport is at your 10 o'clock. Do you have it in sight? Yeah, unfortunately we can't hear you, so I'm assuming you have it in sight. You're cleared for the visual 18 left approach. And you can contact the tower if you have the airport in sight on 118.3, and you may have to text him.
So again, I do want to thank everyone for coming in and flying with us this evening.
I think I should go to tower, correct? I'm on like 1,000 feet.
Delta 1890, yep, you're going to tower 118.3.
Sorry we had a little bit of technical difficulties initially, but at least I have an idea as to how to fix those.
November 8033 Foxtrot. You can give me a heading of 20 degrees to the left.
20 degrees to the left, 8033 Foxtrot. Alright, how far are we? 12 miles or so? 12 miles out? KW for life, hello. Welcome, buddy. Scenery wise here in X-Plane 12, we've got our usual ortho photos, arc imagery, and we're using the Sim Heaven X-World America on top of that. So thank you, pleasure to have you back aboard.
November 0833 Foxtrot. Airport is at your 10 o'clock, about 9 miles. Do you have it in sight?
We do have the field in sight, November 8033 Foxtrot.
November 8033 Foxtrot, you are cleared for the visual approach, 18 left.
cleared for the visual approach 18 left, November 8033 Foxtrot.
And November 8033 Foxtrot. Once again, thank you for your help, Captain. Sorry about that. Contact the tower on 118.3.
No worries, I know how we can get into a gaggle. Over to tower 118.3, November 8033 Foxtrot. Thank you for your service. Good evening.
Yeah, 1378, Cincinnati Tower.
Cincinnati Tower, November 8033 Foxtrot, 7.5 miles north on the visual approach 18 left.
Cessna 8033 Foxtrot, Cincinnati Tower. Wind is 200 at 8, runway 18 left, clear to land.
18 left, clear to land, November 8033 Foxtrot. Kind of did almost like a 45-degree base leg here. And the problem is I'm such a small airplane, I don't need all that room. And so when I get vectored, so far away, I don't need to make that wide of a entry. So I'll just try and, straight line it as best as I can. Alright, there's our center line. Go ahead and pull some power back. Remember, we're kind of getting a straight in final here. We're not landing for our pattern. So things are a little bit different. Field elevation 900, pattern altitude's going to be 900 or so. Okay. Alright. There is about pattern altitude, and that's right about where the end of our downwind would be, so let's go ahead and show time, power it back. Give me 10 degrees of flaps, let's go ahead and capture 80 knots.
1 mile final runway 18 left at Kilo Charlie Victor Golf. Warning, airport not in current route.
Whiskey Tower, 26 Alpha Hotel, doing a mic check. Can you hear me this time?
6 Alpha Mike Hotel, 6 Alpha Hotel, the Cincinnati Tower. Yeah, you're on.
Flaps 2.
Awesome. Turns out I just bumped the hardware mute switch on the mic. Thanks for your help.
That'll do it. I told you it was settings or something.
Yep, you're right. All right, thanks again, and have a great night.
You too. Thanks for flying in. Next left is Mike, and the first exit off of Mike is your FBO.
Awesome. Thanks.
Full flaps. Fly the airplane all the way down to the runway. Are we gonna get this first exit here? No, probably not.
Check AOA. Caution, too slow.
We sure are. Wait, I didn't just exit onto a runway, did I?
Cessna 33 Foxtrot, welcome to Cincinnati. Exit right when able.
Caution, too slow.
Cessna 33 Foxtrot, taxi the FBO ramp via Tango Mike.
Too slow.
Over to the FBO via Tango Mike. Skyline November 8033 Foxtrot.
Cincinnati Tower, Delta 1466.
Tango Mike, so
United.
left here.
Delta 1466, go ahead.
Alright.
Just letting you know that
Go
we'll
up
be
here to Tango.
overflying the airport up here at flight level 250, Delta 1466.
Delta 1466, you are well above the Class Bravo airspace, so there's no problem. Thanks for checking in.
Tango.
Yeah, no problem. Delta 1466, back over to Unicom.
Right, there's a Airbus just departing runway 27, so kind of be on the listen for him.
So we'll go down here to Mike, we'll hang a right, and the FBO is going to be down on the left.
Copy that, Delta 1466.
And that's where we'll get together and debrief at. Get back over onto your taxi line, Michael. Taxiing is a bit different in X-Plane 12 than in 11. I will say that. Alright, so we're going to hang a right on this next taxiway. And then looks like our first building is going to be the FBO.
Got a visual on the Airbus traffic below us, Delta 1466.
Yeah, roger that. That's, TCAS is very nice. Skyline 33 Foxtrot, thanks for flying again tonight, and you have a good evening, and Cincinnati Tower is now going offline.
We appreciate your service, Cincinnati Tower, and you have yourself a good evening as well. November 8033 Foxtrot.
What's left of it?
Alright, here's the FBO. Looks like we can get there going this way right
We are
here.
now clear the airport. Delta 1466 is leaving
sorry about that
airspace.
light.
Back over to Unicom 122.8. Thank you for the service.
I think we just knocked over a couple of taxi lights, but that's alright. They can bill me. Alright, this looks like a nice place to park and shut down here. Right up here at the front row.
Caution, too slow.
Let's turn around so it'll be easier to get back out of here later. Alright, there we are. Parking brake on. Avionics going off. Lights going off. Mixture going off with lean. Alright. Master off. What do we have here? What is that? 911.8. And then 11.6. So yeah, 3 hours. 3.4 roughly. That was including all of our technical issues at the beginning. Alright. So we know that in fact, let's just go ahead and check that while we're here. We know that the new trees, the new Global Forest version 2 was causing me FPS issues in my home region. But I also have very high level zoom ortho tiles in that region, and it seemed like as soon as we got out of that one tile, all the FPS seemed to come back up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, just now that I experienced that, I'm going to re-enable my Global Forest version 2 and disable my trees from X-Plane 11. And then we will just go back to tell you what, we may as well just go back to Claremont County, because that's where we were before. Well, that's where we landed at before we landed at Cincinnati. And I know that Claremont County was giving us about 30 FPS. So we'll just go back there and we're just going to test this real quick. Okay, private hangars. We'll just go right over here to Sporties and start this flight. We're not going to do any flying. I just want to see how our FPS is. And while we're loading back up here again, I do want to thank you all for coming in and flying with me this evening. It is a pleasure having you all on board. almost there. Okay. And so with our new X-Plane 12 trees re-enabled, we did get that dramatic FPS hit again. But they are the new, trees that they sway in the wind. Um, so the Global Forest version 2 definitely works. It's definitely worth it. Just on my system, it's very demanding. Running the 3D trees as well as a lot of objects and stuff. So I think the Global Forest version 2 is going to be worth it if you are only if you're going to be running ortho photos. If you're not running orthos, I really wouldn't invest in it simply because I don't foresee a need to. Yep, I agree. It did make a lot of improvements. KDB for Life, unfortunately, my limitation, my bottleneck is my CPU. But that is going to be good to know. Okay, I'll see you all back over at the FBO in just a minute, and we will debrief and talk about what we're be doing tomorrow.
Alright, so there we have it. Again, I do want to thank you all for coming in and flying with us today. Like I said, the Global Forest version 2 on top of ortho photos and X-Plane 12 really looks good. It really does, and unfortunately, my CPU is just not powerful enough to process all of that across 3 displays. If it was just one or two, obviously the less displays you have, the less it has to render, the better off the more faster it's going to be. So through some trial and error, I did realize that the new trees will, bog down some performance. So until I can figure out a workaround for that or get a faster CPU, I will just probably retain the extreme trees from X-Plane 11. At least that way I could maintain a steady FPS and still utilize the X-Plane 12 flight model until I look at some hardware upgrades to, take full advantage of that. Some new follows this evening that I do want to go ahead and say thank you for. Grandpa Herb came in with a follow. Darpy, I appreciate that. Mitchell Pilot Man with a follow. Sounder AU. Brown Wolf 07 came in with a follow. Post 797 came in with a follow. And Boro Bayoff also. So a lot of new follows tonight. I can't thank you all enough for that. it's fun for me doing this flying. It's even more fun when it's more than one, and that's you. So I do appreciate everyone that takes the time out of their day and comes and flies with me and experience some of this experiences some of these things with me. So until the next time, which going to be tomorrow evening most likely, going to be catching an event with the Virtual USA Flying Club, who I'm a proud member of. So probably start that tomorrow about 7:15 Eastern, about 23:15 Zulu. Going to be flying first leg of the Appalachian Trail out of Maine, southbound. So that's kind of the plan for tomorrow. Don't know the exact flight plan just yet, but it is going to be in the New England area up that way. So yeah, and until the next time, I hope you guys all take care and stay safe and have a good evening. Let's see who we can send you over to now. See who's doing some flying still. Let's see. We have Studio Canuck. He's flying the 737-800. Yeah, let's just go raid Studio Canuck. You guys all have a good night, and we will see you all next time.